This has been my position for the last, what day is this? 4 days. I took a really bad fall on Monday when we got the ice. Actually, we were coming out of the ice apocalypse in Austin and did something really stupid. Knowing there was ice on my front step, I went out just to was going to yell at my neighbor, who happens to be my COO, just to give him a hard time. And I fell. Turns out ice and slides, flip-flops, whatever, are not a good combination. I slid right off the first 2 steps, ended up on my right shoulder. Fortunately, the orthopedic doctor got me in Tuesday. No break that they can tell, so there might still be stuff that was obscured by the x-ray, but that had really done a number on my right shoulder. Not much they can do until the follow-up, which doesn't come for a few weeks. And I have been in so much pain. I literally have not been able to sleep. I can't sleep flat on a bed. I mean, just the pulsating pain from my shoulder all the way down has been just almost too much to bear. But I'm feeling quite a bit better today. I've been forcing myself to do some modified exercises. Having shattered my left shoulder in soccer a few years back, there were a few things that I did to kind of keep my mobility and, make sure that I didn't get a locked shoulder. It seems to be helping. This is the first day I've felt even remotely like I wanted to pick up my phone and film anything. This sucks though. Let me tell you, this shoulder it's my everything, right? I'm right-handed. I am definitely not a left-handed. I'm not ambidextrous at all, but trying to do my best to just take it easy, listen to my body, and to recover. And that is harder than you can imagine. Had a ton of stuff going on this week. My team has really stepped up and taken care of things for me in my absence. I have felt like absolute caca, not interested in doing anything. Hurts to sit, when I fell, not only got my shoulder, I got my back, I got my, part of my tailbone. None of that's broke, thank God. But yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do a video on the fall itself because we caught it on the Ring camera. But I never, ever knew how dependent I was on both shoulders working until this. And it has been a challenge and a half. But it's given me some time to reflect. It's given me some time to just focus on my healing and not worry so much about making content or building, out my week the way I would normally. I don't know if this was divine intervention to tell me to slow the heck down, but not the way I wanted to start my 2026, I can tell you. But, what doesn't kill us, and that could have, the way I slid, I'm lucky I didn't break my back or my neck, but my shoulder took the brunt of everything. So, forced sabbatical or forced pause, whatever you might call it, is a real thing, and it's not been fun. But I'd show you this, but this is a heating pad. It's the only thing that makes me feel a little bit better. Even the stuff they gave me is not seeming to touch it. The pain is continuing. So I don't know. I'm making this video just because I may put this into a longer form video later. I don't know what we'll do with it, but documenting the one day that I decided to click the camera and face it towards me and push record. Hopefully day 5 will be better than day 4. So this is part of my recovery process. I'm upright. I am hooked into wires that go to this little contraption right here because I'm shocking the hell out of my injury, literally. And part of the reason I'm doing that is because I know that these muscles are really, really aggravated. These muscles, the tendons, the ligaments, and the electrostatic, shock that it's doing is actually helping, believe it or not. And look at my hand, just the more pain I can tolerate, the more that it's getting in there, and it's increasing blood flow. It's helping reduce swelling, and for all intents and purposes, helping me heal. And now I don't know if you can tell, but my body is really moving. It's really shaking. I had all my soccer players when I was coaching soccer have one of these devices because it increases your, like I said, blood flow, soft tissue recovery. There's a whole bunch of science behind it, but it is designed to help you get back to doing what you want to be doing. So a little bit of short-term pain for a long-term gain. And I did it 2 days ago, and I got probably 20% better range of motion. Didn't do it yesterday. I was not having a great day and decided not to agitate it anymore. Today, pain was down, decided to do it. Let's see what the results are. This would be day 4 after this injury. My whole shoulder has been swollen and has been super painful, as I said, to sleep. Meds they gave me, not working. I'm sure they are, but they're not touching my pain tolerance. And I have a high pain tolerance. So for this to have taken me down for this many days is sort of incredible. Because normally I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna suck it up, buttercup, and get to work. And when I can't even lift my arm to get to my laptop, we know we got a problem. Wired in, sitting upright, doing what I can to get my arm feeling better. It's always funny because I've had a lot of soccer injuries, a lot of soft tissue trauma in my body, and this actually is a really inexpensive way to get over some of that. It's worked every single time. Blown out my ankle, blown out my knee, decreases my recovery time by a significant amount. I think that's the case today. I kind of am regretting not doing it yesterday, but day 4, I think that the giant jump in range of motion was a direct result of me doing this a couple of times the day before yesterday. So this is my first time doing it today, first time sitting upright, kind of letting my body just respond. And you can do these things for a long time, right? It's really recommended to be done in 20 or 30 minute sprints. I am now 20 minutes in, gonna go for another 10, probably increase the level just a buzz more. I can feel it. Some of the stiffness that I had in my elbow already is loosening up. I can feel my hand just like a lot more, less uncomfortableness, which is great. This is not a paid sponsorship for TENS devices at all, although there should be, because I have sold more of these units than I ever care to admit. Not only for my soccer players, but the guys that play on my soccer team, people that have gone through any type of injury. I had a really good friend that had a pretty challenging knee operation, and they were going to wait like a week before they started physical therapy after the surgery. And I said, I tell you what, you're going to decrease your pain level and improve or accelerate the healing process, I think, if you do this. Called me up like 3 days later, and this is after a pretty significant ACL surgery, and he's like, swelling's down by 50%. I hate doing it, but I hate not doing it more because I feel worse when I haven't done it, which is kind of why I'm kicking myself about not doing it yesterday. I should have been consistent in this. Maybe today I would have been back at the office, I'm not sure, but right now, going through this has been one of the hardest things. My wife's out of town. I'm sort of navigating life on my own. My son lives in town, but I told him I didn't need anything. He brought me lunch the other day, which was really kind. Helped me take some stuff down from the winter storm. Had to brace our trees. Had a lot of homemade contraptions. You know, I had some ladders and pulleys and all this stuff so that we didn't lose this lower branch. Electromagnetic or electrostatic, whatever these things are, going through my body could be affecting my talk and my speech. I'm not sure, but could also be the pain that I'm experiencing in my elbow at the present time, which tells me it's working. But anyway, he came over to help me remove those things from the tree. And after the freeze, we didn't want the ice to take down the branch. And so, but otherwise, I've been home trying to navigate laundry, cooking for myself. Putting on a shirt by myself is a royal pain. That's why I'm wearing this, because it's easier to slip these shirts on than a t-shirt, which I did yesterday. Oh my God, that hurt. But I think that I'm doing all the right things aside from even medication. I'm hoping that this is going to help these muscles and soft tissue just recover that much quicker. I'll let you know. I got 7 minutes to go on this thing. Let's see if I can go up a couple more. Oh. Got it at 40, but you can see I got 4 total. 1 here, 1 up here, 2 down towards my elbow. I don't know where the other one is. It's there somewhere. Pain. Every time I feel something like this, I think of that Roadhouse scene. Patrick Swayze goes in to get stitched up, and she's like, I'm gonna give you a local. He goes, I don't need a local. And then she's like, this is gonna hurt a lot. And he's like, pain don't hurt. And she's gonna be like, she's the doctor being, most of my patients would disagree with you. He just smiles because, you know, he's Patrick Swayze in Roadhouse.
Well, Mr. Dalton, you may add 9 staples to your dossier of 31 broken bones, 2 bullet wounds, 9 puncture wounds, and 4 stainless steel screws. That's an estimate, of course. I'll give you a local.
No, thank you.
Do you enjoy pain?
Pain don't hurt.
Most of my patients would disagree with you. Okay.
I have to disagree with Patrick. Or Dalton. Pain does hurt. Pain hurts a lot. I woke up last night sleeping in my recliner, and I turned wrong, and I told my wife this morning I shot up, straight up, and because I had turned a weird way, and oh my God, you would have thought somebody shot me in the arm. It hurt that bad, but perseverance. Keep going. Shock the crap out of your injury. Let's see if it doesn't help. I always forget I can turn the camera on or off with my watch. Apple does some really cool stuff. We're up to 44 with 4 minutes to go. Now look at it. Oh, mercy. I could not even really do this. And it's definitely hurting, but it's doing some good stuff back there. I'm like the bionic man. We can build him better, faster, stronger. Na 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 na. That starts. Longest 3 minutes of my life. Only preceded by the longest 2 minutes of my life. Just hit 1 minute. 1 minute. And usually what I do is I'll back it off a little bit just to kind of ease my body back. Take it back to 36 on both sides. This doesn't look good at all. Come with me as we go through the last minute, the last mile of this treatment. I'll do this 2 times today, and we'll see how I feel in the morning. Done! All right, let's show you how these things come apart. Sticky pads are like EKG pads. There's 2. I forgot the little plastic thing they hold on to in the other room, but I had 2 up on the shoulder. And I am released. And you always got to remember to turn off the power or you'll burn the battery. All right, so this is day 6. I didn't record yesterday. I don't know why. Tomorrow will be 1 week from when I actually hurt this bad boy. It is, I've made tremendous strides in the last couple of days. I have forced myself to use that TENS device pretty religiously a couple of times during the day. Last night was the first night I could actually sleep in my bed. Normally when I was laying down, just even movement would just kill me. And then I had massive pulsating all the way down from my shoulder down to my wrist. And I thought it was a little better on Friday night. So I tried sleeping. I got maybe about an hour in and I was like, this just sucks. And I went back to the chair, the recliner. And so today's Sunday, tomorrow's Monday. It'll be 1 week tomorrow from when I fell. I've got better range of motion. I still can't move forward too much with my wrist, which is making it super, super difficult for me to, can't really see it, but if I have my laptop over here and you still can't see it because I'm plugged in. At this desk, it's hard for me to even type. So progress, but not as much progress as I was hoping for. I got a really busy week this week and can't afford to miss any more time off. Got some client meetings I have to attend and I need to lead them. So I'm gonna have to suck it up. I had a good friend that checked on me today and she's like, what are you gonna do? And I'm like, I'm gonna put on my big boy britches and not take any pain meds because God knows what I'll say or do, what I might give away on the pain meds. But so day 6, progress. I still can't lift it above there, but I'm getting better. I can do the bicep curl now and I can stretch it out a little bit. And I would say when I do this, pain's about a 4, maybe 3 or 4. If I try to go up, I have no strength to lift my hand up like this. I just can't do it. But I can do it this way. I just can't do it that way. The hammer curl, I guess. I don't know. I did a number on myself and it sucks big rhino balls. So a little video diary update. I went back to the office today. I stood a lot longer than I probably should have. I used my arm a lot more than I should have. I'm getting a little bit more range of motion. Tonight I came home and did the TINS device, the shocking, and that really kind of loosened it up. And then I was just trying to draw, just get some movement back, some flow, and man, my shoulder popped. I don't know how tonight is going to go. I slept okay last night till about 2 o'clock, and then I was pretty much up. I should have just gone to the office, but I was feeling pretty good. Who knew that drawing would be a contact sport? Not this guy. I mean, I drew this weekend. I felt like it was kind of loosening up my arm a little bit, and then tonight. And so I don't know what's going on with that. I may need an upgrade in the hardware department. I'm not sure. I mean, it's frustrating. I'm right-handed, and I do everything right-handed, and I'm not a good left-handed person. And this is frustrating. But this too shall pass, right? Right? Yeah. Hey, I am back at the office. I've been back at the office for the last 2 days, but that's how busy I have been just trying to catch up from being out last week. Shoulder update is progress, right? I am able to lift up to here. I can get to my laptop. I still have a lot of pain through here and in the back, but I couldn't even do that without like assisting my arm last week or over the weekend. So I consider that progress. It's weird though, I can do a bicep curl, kind of like maybe I demonstrated before, but I can't lift my arm up that way. It's just gonna take some time and recover. But I thought I would just wrap this up. I'm back, I'm gonna be back. What has this week taught me? The one defining lesson that I would say is, aside from do not go outside when there's ice in your slides or flip-flops. Dumb. Lesson learned, learn from me, don't be a loser like me. That's a lesson, and for many of you, you're like, that's just freaking logic, bro. Yeah, okay, wow. Some people are a little slower on the uptick. Now, but the one big takeaway for me was I had to trust my body to heal, which meant that I had to give up my crazy control of my day and my schedule. I simply just had to give over the things that I needed to give over last week when I was in so much pain and I really couldn't work. And I think this is the first time after a major injury or any kind of sickness that I actually gave myself the time and the space to just heal. I didn't get my laptop out constantly. I wasn't constantly checking in with the office. I wasn't participating virtually in meetings. I was not doing the things for two reasons. One, I didn't feel like it. And two, I had a driving sense that I needed to pay attention. This was a wake-up call. This was a reason for me to take some self-reflection time to know that I've put things in place and in process that can operate without me. And even the things that can't, people will either have to be understanding that I won't deliver, or I can't make that meeting, or I just can't do it. And if they're not good with that, that's on them, but it won't be on me. And I feel like there was a sense of freedom that I gained. So restricted to a degree, but more free as I move forward. Now, the question is, will I take this lesson and learn from it? And how can I apply it and utilize it going forward when I'm not injured? That's the trick, my friend. But I would be curious, have you ever faced a circumstance like this? I know somebody that is from my network that faced a pretty major heart attack they didn't see coming from out of the blue. It took them out of commission for nearly 2 months. And they came back a better leader. They came back a stronger, more committed person to what they wanted to do and how they wanted to do it. That was pretty amazing. So I've been doodling around my head this week as I've said, what can I take from the bad of this? What good can I take, and how can I learn from it? And more importantly, how can I apply it to make it mine and utilize it, put it into power? I hope that makes sense to you. Makes sense to me. I don't know. Maybe I'm concussed though.